Welcome to SHTF Rifle 101. Some basic thoughts, and this is more of a pure guided conversation. I'm going to give you my thoughts based on numerous customer interactions as well as hours of internet video watching and then reading comments. So, SHTF, we're going to acronym the shit out of today. Sorry. But I promise you, stick around. Give me about 5 to 10 minutes, and I'm going to give you a 3-letter acronym that is going to be able to make your SHTF rifle selection as well as preparedness a little bit easier, possibly, I think. Let's go ahead and just dive into it. There's no need to stick around and just ramble. So, Rifle 101, SHTF, there's lots of debate on barrel lengths and accessories and manufacturers. None of that is going to be in this basic rundown. We're not doing that. It's been done. It's been beaten to death. I'm going to give you the acronym that I would use if I had to choose my SHTF rifle by not having one. O.M.S. Oscar Mike Sierra. I promise this is going to make sense. I know right now you're like, where is he going with this? Watch what's going to happen. I'm going to break this down Arkansas potato head style, Barney style, if you will. Marines, get out your crayons. We're going back to the old school way. Obtain. What do you obtain, right? You're going to get something. You're going to get that basic SHTF rifle. Let's go ahead and make sure it's mainstream. Okay, so for this example, we're going to use the AR-15 platform. Doesn't matter if you're doing a 12.5 pistol, a 14.5, an 11.5 SBR, a 16-inch, an 18-inch. You got dusty, musty, trusty old Mabel, this Bushmaster XM15 E2S, heavy barrel, 1-9, CMP profile barrel. That's not the big deal, but we're making sure it's mainstream and it's simple. Simple. Okay, so if you're running an FN90 or some obscure firearm, it's not going to be simple. It's going to be difficult. It's going to have more moving pieces and less familiarity to majority of people. Simple, mainstream, keep it simple, 5.56, go for the 5.56 or the 2.23 wild. Now this takes away your worries about shooting 5.56 in a 2.23 chamber, right? Great. Told you this is going to move fast because this is Rifle 101, SHTF, basics. M, maintain. Okay, can you clean, lubricate, disassemble, and reassemble with a decent amount of proficiency? In other words, i.e., you're not losing the cotter pin that retains your firing pin. You're not stumbling, fumbling, mumbling around trying to get your cam back into your bolt carrier to go ahead and be able to insert your firing pin. You must be familiar. Clean it. Know how to lube it, right? Machines, it's a machine. Like it or not, your firearm is a machine. Now, the big one, and this is where a lot of people, I notice in a lot of preparedness channel videos as well as SHTF, this rifle's better than that rifle, and this chest rig is better than that chest rig, and use these magazines, don't use these magazines. That's on you. S, Sierra. We're going straight to sustain. Sustain is going to be a little bit of backwards planning. As we all know, you plan an operation backwards. So that is, your gas rings have failed. Okay. But you didn't stick with the basics. You got 3 rifles. That's great. You pick up another rifle. You keep going. But inevitably, gas rings, springs will wear out, right? Every machine has parts that wear out. So you're long-term maintaining, i.e., that's your springs. Oh, I just mentioned that. That's your gas rings. The kind of things that would keep your weapon system functioning over the long term. And I put down here with an asterisk, and you probably can't see it because the whiteboard's a little bit far away because of the overhead fluorescent lights in the shop. Batteries for your optics. We all beat on that one incessantly. Batteries, batteries, batteries. Holosun, solar, batteries. Okay. This is SHTF Rifle 101, the basics. How about you have batteries for your optics? That's great. Maybe invest the time, energy, and effort into being able to effectively engage targets up to, say, 300 yards. Keep it just a number. The number is just out there. It's just a number. It's a placeholder, mind you. You can train to 500, 600, 700, whatever you want to do with your irons. So, SHTF is a catastrophe. It is what it is. But, I mean, we've already heard all the rumblings. We've seen the videos come out about ammo shortages and a spike in ammo sales and a decline in availability. This would be a good time to be working on the basics of working with your iron sights. And when I say that, learning things like your natural point of aim with your irons, sight alignment, sight picture, working on that trigger press, the follow through, doing dime drills, practicing mag changes. SHTF, catastrophe. Catastrophe is ammo shortage. Turn that catastrophe into sustainment by being able to operate with those iron sights. O.M.S. Oscar Mike Sierra. Obtain a basic functioning weapon system that you can be familiar with. Be able to maintain, be able to maintain and keep that firearm in a fully functional state while being employed and in between employments. Heaven forbid, God forbid, you have to use it. And then sustain. Because in a SHTF, WROL, all these big acronyms, sustainment is probably going away. Let's just, worst case scenario, sustainment is going away. There's no local gun shops. You can't just run down, give it to me, fill out a gunsmith ticket, and be like, it doesn't work. It doesn't feed, it doesn't cycle, fix it. Instead, you're going to have to become your own maintenance and sustainment. Think ahead. Springs, gas rings, inexpensive things that you can buy right now and put away in a small Tupperware container. Maybe an extra extractor, an O-ring, and spring, and pin, right? Maybe an extra firing pin. They're not massive expenses, but if you do them in little pieces, you'll never even notice it, right? Let's say you've obtained 2 AR-15 style rifles. Lo and behold, the same things you get for one would be your sustainment package for the other, so you could actually, inevitably, keep multiple weapon systems in operation. So, SHTF, Rifle 101, I'm not telling you what to buy, not telling you where to buy it, not telling you how to buy it. I'm trying to instill a little bit of thought behind what you're obtaining, why you're obtaining it, and then how to maintain and sustain it. And with that, everybody, this is Art with A Bird Freedom Support, just trying to inject a little bit of thought process into what inevitably becomes a knee-jerk reaction. If you like content like this, and maybe this is helpful to you, go ahead, throw a like on the video, comment. Maybe if you have something I missed or something you want to add, by all means, throw it in there. This is a public forum. Let's make this a big, giant group discussion. Go ahead and subscribe. Follow along. Who knows? I might put out something you can use. Who knows? You might, by following along and subscribing, you might inevitably put out a content that saves somebody from themselves, possibly spending money on something they don't need. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comments. With that, everybody, out.